In this video, I'm going to be sharing an urgent information about certificate of sponsorship. If you need to apply for your certificate of sponsorship anytime soon, or perhaps your employer has already told you that they're going to give you a certificate of sponsorship soon, anything related to certificate of sponsorship, just watch this video till the end. This is an urgent news that you need to take action, and I'm going to let you know what you need to do if you want to avoid some of the changes that the government is about to make. Hello everybody, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working or studying in the UK, US or Canada. If any of these countries interest you, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that anytime I drop a new video, you know it's time to watch Cynthia Academy. And without wasting time, let's get into this video. I'm going to be sharing this information from the Workers and Temporary Workers Guidance for Sponsors Part 2. Sponsor a Worker, General Information. It was published on the 19th of March 2024, and it contains an urgent information that if you are an employer or perhaps you are waiting for your COS, you need to take action right now. Now I'm going to be sharing my screen as usual. The link will be in the description box so that I can read it and understand it and know what concerns you when it comes to this particular aspect we're going to discuss. As you can see here, it says the important changes to immigration rules coming into effect on 4th of April 2024. These include replacing the SOC 2010 system currently used in Appendix Skilled Occupations with the SOC 2020 system. This will mean changes to some occupation codes, numbers, and job description. I released a video about this that is going to change, and there are new codes now. So just prepare yourself. Go and check the link. I'm going to put the link here so that you can check what your occupation code is going to be. Remember that you don't want your COS to be the old code. You don't want it. You want it to be the right code in order to get your skilled worker visa approved from 4th of April. It says increasing salary thresholds for skilled workers, global business mobility workers, scale-up workers, and seasonal workers. These changes will affect any application for entry clearance or permission supported by a certificate of sponsorship assigned on or after 4th of April 2024. It says to implement these changes, the sponsor license application form and the sponsorship management system SMS will be unavailable from 7 p.m. on 2nd of April 2024 until 9 a.m. on 4th of April 2024. If you're an employer, it means that you shouldn't apply for a certificate of sponsorship during this period. Now, this will cause a lot of changes. You know, they need to clean up the system. They need to remove the application codes and everything and update the system with a new salary threshold, with the new codes, that's the SOC 2020. And what it says is that during this period, you will not be able to apply for a sponsor license, apply to add routes to your license, or renew your license. Like it says, apply for any skilled worker defined certificate of sponsorship. You know that is what employers apply for. They apply for the defined certificates of sponsorship. That is what they will use to generate a COS that they will give you. During this period, you will not be able to ask to increase or renew your allocation of undefined certificates of sponsorship, UCOS. Assign any certificate of sponsorship to workers you wish to sponsor. So these are the things you won't be able to achieve during this period. You will therefore need to take action if you wish to apply for or assign any COS before these changes take place. The changes related to DCOS affect skilled worker applications only. So it just lets you know that if you are applying for any other visa option, you will not be affected. Only skilled worker applications will be affected. Now, it also has further implications, which is if you require any skilled worker DCOS before these changes take effect, you should apply for them as soon as possible. We will process as many DCOS applications as we can before 7 p.m. on 2nd of April 2024. However, any applications which are still outstanding at that point will be cancelled. If your application is cancelled, you will need to make a new application after 9 a.m. on 4th of April 2024 based on the relevant SOC 2020 occupation codes and reversed salary thresholds. You should take care to submit all relevant information with your DCOS application so we can process it quickly and do not have to cancel it. We are unlikely to be able to process your application in time if you need to request further information. So this is very clear. If you are an employer or your employer has promised you that they're generating a COS for you, please tell them about this particular news. They need to process the COS because once they go off from 2nd of April, 7 p.m., it means any COS that all the employers have will be cancelled. If it is not used, it has to be cancelled. So they have to start afresh and apply for another DCOS on April 4th, 9 a.m. If you want to submit a certificate of sponsorship or anything, just make sure that you have all the information that they need so that they don't start asking you for further information. And they ask you for further information, they might not be able to complete it. They complete the process before 2nd of April, 7 p.m. Now it says that any DCOS assigned with a SOC 2010 occupation code cannot be assigned from 4th of April 2024. This is because they will have the incorrect occupation code which cannot be amended. SOC 2010 is going to be replaced with SOC 2020. So this is one of the implications because you'll be bearing the old codes. And if you want to know the new code that your occupation is going to have, please, as usual, go to that government document and check it and make sure you use the right code. Now, another thing is that if you have been granted any DCOS with a SOC 2010 code and you intend to assign them to a worker, you must do this before 7 p.m. on 2nd of April 2024. If you do not, the DCOS will be cancelled and you will need to make a new application for a DCOS after 9 a.m. on 4th of April 2024 based on the relevant SOC 2020 occupation code and reverse salary thresholds. He also says something about the undefined COS allocations. You will be unable to request an increase to your undefined COS allocation or apply to renew your allocation between 7 p.m. on 2nd of April 2024 and 9 a.m. on 4th of April 2024. If you make your request before 7 p.m. on 2nd of April 2024, we will consider it as normal. But if your request is not decided or you do not assign any COS allocated to you before 7 p.m. on 2nd of April 2024, you will need to ensure any COS you assign after that date meets the new requirements of the immigration rules. So this is very, very clear. You already know that your undefined COS, you need to assign it to somebody as soon as possible before that particular date and that time. So if you're expecting a COS, I'm encouraging you right now that you should do your best and encourage your employer to complete this thing. I wish you the best. Bye-bye.